Okay, so I'll show you where you can find the entire act if you want to further know more details about it. The entire act here in Google, you can just go to Prasar Bharati Act. So you will get the first option that you get here is prasarbharati.gov.in. This is the Prasar Bharati's official portal. Now, I've already opened it here. Now here you will get the Prasar Bharati Act of 1990. It talks about all the 4 chapters. The first chapter is the preliminary chapter, which speaks about the definitions. What are the various definitions? For instance, if I can show you here, it talks about what is meant by Akashwani, what is meant by appointment day, what is meant by board, what is meant by broadcasting council. So all the definitions will be given, and where does it apply. So basically it currently extends to the whole of India. Okay, so the next chapter is the Prasar Bharati Board Corporation of India chapter, which talks about the composition. We've spoken about the appointment of the chairman and other members in our presentation in the few minutes ago. So here it talks about the appointment of chairman and other members. You can find all the details that has been discussed. You can find the details here itself in the act. So in the third chapter you will find matters relating to Prasar Bharati's assets, finance and accounts, and the fourth is the miscellaneous chapter, where you can find other details like delegation of power, annual report, power of central government to give directions, etc. All these you will find in the fourth chapter. So the Prasar Bharati Act comprises of these 4 chapters. So all the details is given in this particular website. So now I would want to talk about the functions of Prasar Bharati. It is important that the students know the functions of Prasar Bharati. Then they will understand the importance of Prasar Bharati. So the Prasar Bharati, the main function of Prasar Bharati is the primary duty of the corporation is to organize and conduct public broadcasting services. The services to inform, educate and entertain the public is the primary function of the Prasar Bharati. Okay, so the Prasar Bharati discharges multiple functions, out of which the most important ones are they need to uphold the unity and integrity of the country through their various broadcasts. They need to safeguard the citizens' right to be informed, to inform truthfully and objectively, to bring about balance in flow of information. They need to educate the masses and spread literacy. Okay, and provide adequate coverage to diverse culture and language of various regions. Now that is why we see Doordarshan channel has multiple language based sub channels, like Doordarshan, you have Doordarshan Urdu, Doordarshan Bangla, Doordarshan Oriya. So you have multiple language based channels. So this Doordarshan is also doing to cater to the function of Prasar Bharati, which is to provide adequate coverage to the diverse culture and language of various regions in India. Then to provide adequate coverage to sports and games. Enough importance should also be given to sports and games. The coverage of the same should reach to the masses. The coverage should also focus on the needs, especially of the youth. The coverage should also build national consciousness with regard to status and problems of women, and also pay attention to the upliftment of women. The coverages or the broadcast should promote social justice and combat exploitations, inequalities, or evils such as untouchabilities. The broadcasts should deal with all these matters. Then they should also safeguard the broadcast that is done through All India Radio and Doordarshan should also safeguard the rights of the working class and advancing their welfare. Then broadcasting should be also for the rural and the weaker sections of the society, maybe backward regions or remote areas. Like we know, the reach of Doordarshan and All India Radio is extremely high, and they should also provide programs for special needs of the minorities or communities, and also they should take special steps to, for the interest of the children, the blind, the aged. So programs should also be based for the children, the aged, the blind, the handicapped, all the vulnerable sections of the society. They should focus on providing national integration through the broadcast that is being done. Also provide a comprehensive broadcast through the choice of appropriate technology, and the best utilization of broadcast frequency should also be done, so that the high quality is high quality reception is also there. And also not forgetting research and development activity should also be promoted by in the Prasar Bharati. And also they should try and expand broadcasting facilities by establishing additional channels of transmission at various levels. So these are the basic functions of Prasar Bharati. Now, this is very important that we have a board like Prasar Bharati, because Prasar Bharati caters to the national integrity. Prasar Bharati caters to the various sectors of the society. Like, we do have private channels that is focused on infotainment or information or news, but what Prasar Bharati does is they make sure that they have representation from as much as possible. They have representation across culture. They have representation of language. They try and reach the maximum. For instance, All India Radio has the highest reach in India. They reach the maximum number of people. So in terms of coverage, it is important that representation is there in all aspects, and also for the holistic development of the people of this nation. So Prasar Bharati is working towards it through their various broadcasting forms. So much for Prasar Bharati. Now, if you want further information, you can always go back to this particular act in this particular website that I have shown. And if you have queries, you can also get back to me. So thank you so much. See you next time. Thank you.